another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level.
Hey, y'all, welcome back, y'all. It's a new week, new team. Listen, y'all, the squad is on deck. I'm your host, Moss Talks, man. I'm here with my people, though. K-Hart, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Jay, how you feeling?
Amazing.
And y'all know he don't pop up for just anybody.
Listen.
So y'all, you know when we get to
Listen.
crumping that thing, when we get to
crump that soldier boy.
Whoa.
y'all know we got a legend in the building when it's that time. We got the
My
king
dog,
coach
come on,
in the
give me some
building.
Real quick. Don't let Very
Big-
tight. Yeah.
Big Chris, how you feeling,
Hey, I'm
Crump?
blessed, man. Let's go.
I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah,
He
he like right to
The
it.
dance was sus a little bit, but it's cool.
That's cool.
It's cool.
But you
You
accept
my
me
guy, though.
flaws. There we go.
You my guy.
In the
still.
same tense, huh?
Yeah, got
the
it.
way that Jeremy played me to is cool. You know what I'm saying?
man.
So for culture, all culture and purposes, for this episode, Chris, I need you to be Crump the whole episode, okay?
I got you.
Because it's gonna get confusing.
No,
Because y'all
see,
know.
I know what that means. You want him to bulldog me.
No.
You think you slick. You feel
Whoa.
like you got backup
I will
reinforcement.
honor. I give honor what honor is due.
yeah, this had nothing to do with
I
you.
give honor what honor is due.
So we got Chris, okay? Chris was gonna stay Chris, and Chris Crump also has the name Chris, so it can get confusing. But we gonna go Chris Crump J, all right? Just so everybody know, because when I call y'all to speak, I don't want everybody getting confused, all right?
Got you.
So Chris, this episode is Crystal, only Crump to the King Coach, all right?
Let's go.
All right, let's go, man. What we talking about, y'all? We had an epic trip.
Ooh.
We had an epic
Australia.
trip.
Hey, mateys.
Y'all, it was no way I wanted to do this episode without Crump in the building, man.
Yeah.
Like what we shared as brothers. And
Yeah.
Chris, you couldn't be there, but I'm so excited that you're here because I need you to understand just how special this was to be a part of and to witness.
Our audience don't know what you're talking about, just so you know.
And that's why I'm introducing it.
Oh,
No.
got
You
you.
keep doing that though. No, what
No,
you
I
keep
didn't-
doing,
no, I
Jeremy,
didn't
is
realize.
interrupting my introduction.
We're gonna get there,
You did
guys,
that
I
last
promise.
week, Jay.
My bad, bro.
You did the same thing last week.
My bad.
We're just not gonna make a habit of this.
Bro, my bad.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
But
But how
you
many
ma-
times I gotta
All
say my
right,
bad?
so
You remember
where
last week-
did you go?
Oh.
What was the exciting portion of this? What
Chris-
are we all waiting for?
This is why we love you.
Okay.
We need you.
let's
Bro,
talk.
that's the exact same thing I basically said. Get to the
Oh
point.
my goodness, it's
It's okay.
everything
All right,
about
my bad.
So y'all went to
Mr. Over
Australia,
Deliver.
right? Y'all went to Australia. That
I
was
don't know.
dope.
I
What
don't know.
was that
Where
like?
did we go, Mike?
You didn't just hear her because you was in your
my
feelings.
God.
No. All right, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta understand.
No.
We
This is gonna. Let me put it.
trying
Listen,
to.
this is gonna be one of your favorite episodes.
Oh, for sure.
Because wait till I tell y'all how Mike almost tackled this lady from Thailand. Oh yes,
Mike.
he squared up.
Violence.
I'll tell you about it.
It's
Hey,
nothing private anymore.
Hey,
Mike.
his
nothing.
the Kansas City hat. He was like, yo, I'm putting on the Chiefs because I'm the Chief. Linebacker.
Linebacker? Yo, what?
Oh my God.
What is happening?
It's too much cheese right now.
Oh,
What is
man.
the topic for today?
Today is talking about y'all how Australia went. Like, do y'all understand how epic Australia was? Like, y'all heard the excitement. We was telling y'all that like Jay was having his biggest gig to
There we
date.
go.
$50,000.
Well, you ain't got to put all that out there,
Bro, we did already.
For how
Just
many
stop
people?
it, Jay. They're already loyal. They've been with us.
Yeah, you tell
They've been
everything.
with us, Jay.
I don't.
See, Jay don't like talking about
That was
money.
the title of the
But when he
episode.
gets passionate about God, he starts
That was the
bragging
actual
on
title
God.
of the episode.
It was 50K, wasn't
For
it?
30 minutes.
It's
yeah.
short.
That's what y'all called it.
Facts.
Jay,
That's what the thumbnail said.
You on the internet,
like,
bro.
hey, listen, look at me. This is Jeremy when he's bamboozled or he don't think he knew what happened. He's,
I did not. I don't remember.
you did
saying that
what?
one.
We did what you told us to, Jay. We did what you told us.
Cap.
We're not gonna do this the whole episode. You told him how much?
Like, look, he do got spiritual amnesia, but he do have a little bit of situational amnesia too. I be like, bro, we talked about it. Go ahead.
Y'all, this episode is talking about what happened. as we let Crystal get some time to calm down and get back to herself. Y'all, this moment in Australia was epic. And I'm not trying to overuse or overdo that word. it was literally in every sense of the word epic to be able to watch my brother on stage, to see him prepare, to encouraging him with our brothers. Like, I'm gonna just give a shout out to our little bros real quick. Stefan and Jeremiah was out there in Australia for the first time. Like, can we just put our hands together real quick for our boys, man? Like,
My guys.
our guys, man.
Eating Wagyu steak.
Listen.
Wagyu.
No more chicken tenders, huh?
Hey.
Wait.
Praise
I
God.
heard you had on a suit.
Frappuccino ministry.
Oh,
Right.
He built up
What's
to
he
the
say?
Frappuccino ministry.
Oh, yeah.
I said we heard Stefan had on a suit.
Did he?
Oh, he was Secret
Did he?
Service.
Oh, I'm talking about Secret Service ain't got nothing on Stefan.
Hey.
Shout out to $1 Million Roundtable, the organization that brought me in. They are they're like the leaders in the financial global leadership. So everybody that does sells life insurance or financial advising, it's like you got to hit certain numbers to qualify for this global conference. Next year it's in Singapore. If it pleases God, I'll be there for that one. But it was in Sydney, Australia. This is my third time there. But this time was unlike any others because of how big the platform was. And then I was able to travel with my bros like a whole team, man. And it was really special.
Yeah, I travel for a living. I was meeting races and introducing myself. How you doing? I'm black.
Wait, did you
Like,
you
how you
say
doing? I'm black.
racist?
Like, I was racist without the T. No T.
Race? You were meeting racists?
I was meeting new races
new
of people.
ethnicity.
Like,
Ethnicity.
Oh, you
okay.
Like,
racist.
I was
I
meeting-
definitely
I was-
thought you said racist too.
Oh, you did?
Even when
Yeah.
you said without the T, I just thought that was okay.
I was
but I got
Oh.
I wasn't gonna interrupt you. I was gonna let you get to the end, and
But-
then I was gonna give my rebuttal.
I appreciate it. And see, that's what I call respect.
Because
Whatever
you
these
said,
two are doing.
No, because after that
they
you
not
said,
giving me a
and
chance
I'm
to go-
black. And I was like, so
Oh, so racist and then black. Oh, so you needed to save me from myself. Chris, I'm here. Thank you. So what I was trying to say was ethnicities, but I got this game on my phone called Elevate and like teaches you how to speak better, and I just ain't got to that level. So where I'm at right
Hey,
now.
but stick with it. You'll be there.
Oh.
Let me tell you what I love about Mike. Man,
Well,
I had a side conversation with Mike. This is why I rock with Mike. And I was like, bro, I got this gig in Australia, man. Biggest gig of my life. He's like, oh, when? I told him that. He was like, Psh, I'm there. I was like, no doubt. And low key, I forgot who I was talking to, so I apologize. I hit my man, 2 nights before?
yeah.
Or the night before? It was
Yeah.
something. And I was like, bro, because somebody had said, hey, yo, Mike's going to be there with you. I was like, for real? I don't remember talking to my man. I was just like-
Situational.
so I hit Mike like, bro, are you going? You was like, yeah, we talked about that a few months ago. I was just like, oh. And I was just confused. I was like, you put on your calendar, everything, booked the flight, and lo and behold, like he pulled up in Sydney, Australia at the other side of the earth.
Bro.
And so shout out to you, bro, just being there like, yo, I'm not going to miss my bro's biggest gig. Shout out to you for just being there in the place. You know what I'm saying?
That's love.
and who did
bro,
you
for
almost
sure.
tackle?
Okay, we gonna go straight to
No,
that.
we got to work our way up to that.
Can we work our way up to it?
Yeah, I just love the fact that he ain't denied, though. He ain't denied.
Well, I didn't tackle her.
But you
I
was a goat. You squared up, bro.
I was-
like you was
I
about
was-
to take her out.
I was prepared
We'll
to
get there.
block.
Okay, we'll get there.
We'll talk
get
about it
there.
in a little bit. What happened when I touched down in Australia was, first of all, Jeremy had these rooms for us. And this is what I'm talking about, Mr. Over-Deliver. Like, he just told y'all, I'm glad you said that now. He didn't even know that I was still coming. Which, of course, to me, is just like, Jay, you told me that you were speaking out there. Of course, I'm coming. But with the little bit of notice that he had at such a huge event, he still had everything laid out for me when I touched down.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
it's just like,
And I went into your suite to check out your room.
You did what?
Before you came in there.
you went in there?
Yeah.
You
I
like-
want to make sure it was good, bro.
You laid down? Because my
You said
sheet
you
smelled
didn't lay
good.
down.
I was like,
lay down. I walked in and seeing the view. I was just like, okay, this is crazy. But
was
I just want to
crazy.
make sure it was what I expected.
bro,
You know what I'm saying for
that
you.
room was everything, bro. And I
Yeah.
appreciate
doubt.
you laying it out, man. When I woke up the next morning, man, from a good night's rest, man, these boys had, I don't know what kind of extravagant breakfast this was, but when I met up with them, I'm over here like, okay, let me look at the menu. Let me figure out what, it's like, oh no, you got access to everything.
Everything.
Y'all don't understand. Like, this is like,
next level.
It's just next level. Like, it's cheating. Like, because people be living like this all the time. Wait, Jeremy, this normal for you? Okay, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Jeremy don't like talking about his lifestyle, but it's a blessing, right?
We blessed.
It's a
Yeah,
blessing.
we all blessed.
And being able to just see my brothers, you know what I'm saying? The first thing I saw when I got off the elevator is Crump. You know what I'm saying? I get a chance to hug my bro. Then I see Jay, you know what I'm saying? Then I see my little bros, and I'm just like, man, like, we about to do this as a family. And I always push when it comes to the conference. I always talk about how doing this as a family, like doing this with the people that you love most, it hits different. But this conference was different for me with family behind the scene, all of it. Why was it different for you, Jay? Or what made it different?
I think, you have 30 different interpreters. That was different. I remember when I spoke in India a few years back, I was in Bangalore, and they had like one interpreter because it was just to their language.
Got you.
But to be on the global scale like this with, 30 different interpreters.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about my presentation in a minute because I didn't really feel like I gave them my best. Me and Chris still kind of debate about that. We'll get into that in a minute. But I think what made this one so different is because I had so many different interpreters, but it also like, we had a lot of the men within our company.
True.
I'm being honest. I was initially going to take Javen. Y'all know I got my head down. So I ain't really on that needing a bunch of people. I like us to move as a pack, but it don't always work in a budget. Yeah. And as much as I be want to make me things happen, Tracy be approving budgets, declining stuff. And so she was like, I was going to fly Javen in. For those of y'all don't know Javen traveled with me. He's been with me since the very beginning of my ministry and speaking. Man. Over 10 years, Grace Tour, video series on discipleship. Like, we've been in LA Fitness, like recording content. Like, we was doing a lot.
True.
And so, I was going to bring Javen with me because I ain't got Javen don't need no training, bro.
Yeah.
He done been to Australia at least 2 of the 3 times.
Yeah. South
Africa twice with me. Like, he's traveled the globe. But then I'm looking at who y'all can't see, but the people behind the camera that's on our mics and sound and audio, the tech team, Stevan and Jeremiah, they brothers. We call them the content brothers. Like, I can't explain it to you, but I feel like God was like, they deserve this experience. So before I even hit y'all, I hit Jay, and it was like, yo, Jay, I know we talked about Australia, but I think how better to prepare the young bulls for an international trip than to give them the opportunity. And they've already proven themselves worthy. And Jay was like, yo, I think that's a great idea. That's why I could rock with Javen.
Wow.
Because he wasn't like, you sure? He wasn't on no hating. He was like, no, I think that's actually great. That'd be good for them.
That's dope.
And I was like, praise God. And so, we brought them guys on. And then Chris, and it wasn't even my plan to have you come. But Chris was just like, bro, I'm about to book my flight. So I'm looking at flights. What's up?
Whoa, what?
Bruh.
All right, bro.
Like so, $3,000.
Y'all not about to surprise me in the episode that I'm the most prepared for. Like, y'all not gonna surprise me in this. Okay,
bruh, he different.
This is our episode, but this is my episode.
Bro, he was like, bro, it's no way I'm finna let you go all the way to Australia solo dolo, bro. He was like, bro, I'm about to be by your side. And I was just like, I was thinking like, bro, you're going to be good for the rest of your life. Like, your heart, like, that's your heart for me. So my man dropped the bread. How can I not put y'all in the best hotels and try to take care of when y'all take care of me?
And this is who Chris is. Like, this is who he is behind the scene. He is always lifting you up. Like, he's always pushing toward. And I just think that people may not understand how heavy that is because they just see him as a person that he introduces himself as. He don't know how people know him and how he has made himself great outside of this.
Right.
For me to see Chris, who was already great before he got here, to see him take away from himself intentionally to push towards you and to always want to make sure that you're in your best light, like, it's easy to follow leadership that's always pushing toward trying to make everybody else better.
When did you, Chris, that's a good point, Mike. When did you, like, when did it click? Like, when did you make that decision? Like, what was it that made you say, nah, he not going solo?
Yeah, I think everything.
And then what made you to be like, bro, I'm about to book my flight, as opposed to saying, hey, Tracy, is it in the budget for you guys to fly me as well to hold down Jeremy?
I need all of that.
Because it's levels to it. One level is, hey, Jay, I want to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Can you cover my flight?
Yeah.
The next level is like, bro, you need me there. Nigga, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, swipe my own card.
Facts.
Yeah, I know my assignment. You know, I tell people I'm a fully mature man. It's 5 levels of leadership when it comes to being a man. I'm at the mature 5 level. So I don't need external validation for me to do what I need to do and why I need to do something. I do something because I'm assigned by God to do it, to be your covering. You're in a season. I remember when we was doing a ministry together, we did 2, particularly in Bermuda. But every morning you woke us up at 5 o'clock and we did push-up. It was me, you, Wayne Keynes, Owen Simons, and Conrad Roach. And the ministry that we did for that week helped his diabetes in his foot that was going purple and green. And in that 1 week, we prayed and you worked. And so you came to do ministry, but you ministered to us. And I would always watch you from afar. So I watched you when we did the 2014 tour. And we went to the prisons and we went to the schools and you ran the marathon with me. And I was just like, I watched the man who you were. Kept watching the man who you were. So when I make an investment strategically as an individual, like I make it based on the leadership because everything rises and falls on leadership. So I wasn't banking on who you are now and what you have now. I was banking on if 2 come together and agree. 1 man can get 1,000, but 2 could get 10,000. I wasn't on what you had and what you built. What God had convicted me is when we come together, what we're going to do has no man has never seen or I have seen it. And I knew my particular assignment for you was to cover you. It wasn't to roll with you, get Instagram with you, put a plug in for me, get a something on my resume, show people that I don't do no dodo ministry. I'm a fully grown man. I'm strategic about what I do.
I just love how you talk.
When I paying $3,000 or paying whatever, like it was because it was like it's an option to get a cheaper flight. Like I could get an AT 100 2000, but I was like I need to be on the same exact itinerary that he is on. I need to be with him throughout the entire journey because just as much as the opportunities are prepared for you, there's also weapons of destruction prepared against you. There's also women, and there's also alcohol, there's also depression, there's also loneliness. And when I got there, when anxiety hit you, that's what God had. God had me there for the hoopla and the melee. God had me for when the anxiety hit you. So I was there to help with that ministry. You know what I'm saying? To intercede. So I was there to be your brother, not to be your fan.
So, okay, so stay right there because that's what I wanted to lead up to. Because that's one of my favorite, most memorable parts of that is when Jeremy was in his head a little bit. And he for somebody who knows that he is him, last week we was talking about the title of TD Jakes and was just like, I don't even know I was me. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes Jeremy is so focused on the assignment that he forgets that he is him. You know what I'm saying? And so he has to take himself out of the situation in terms of making sure that he's making everybody else proud and just show up as himself.
No, I think Jay clearly knows he's him. Jay knows he's great.
Okay.
He knows he's called to greatness, but there is actually the human element that comes involved. So
Okay.
He don't want to be that guy. He's a shepherd, so he ain't gonna be telling people that you dodo for that, right?
Yeah.
So
I love it.
So somebody else has to do it, right? Other people and then the other part is Jeremy is very human.
Yeah.
So even though he has a great calling, it doesn't mean the fact that he's not human.
Yeah.
So, and him being transparent and honest, that's why I rock with him heavy too, because even though he's passionate and determined and fiery, he's also lonely.
Yeah.
He's also scared. He also have anxiety. Like he also gets counseling. He gets counseling for his mental health. He gets counseling for his marriage. Like Jeremy, he talks about that. So I wasn't there for the hoopla. I was there for the humanity.
How did? Oh, go ahead, Chris.
No, I
Sorry.
was going to ask him about his experience being there, outside, like overall, what was it like? And what did you witness? What are some of the highlights that you take away from that trip?
Well, first it was obviously Sydney, Australia. Come on, man. We all being American, like bucket list. Like it's certain places you want to travel, right?
Sure.
But I knew that was secondary. So first, I thought about Jeremy and I had to make sure you got to listen. You got to listen to people, what they say, what they don't say. So even though I'm excited about the whole experience, I also know I'm on assignment. So Jeremy said, man, my daughter wanted a hoodie. Then I'm like, the bros are here for the first time. They've never been here, but he ain't got time to chaperone nobody. He got the mega speaking against. So I made sure I took them out.
Hold on, let me say this. Let me tell you something. Y'all better thank God that Chris was with y'all, because I wasn't finna take y'all on touring nobody's city. After that long flight, I'm trying to take a shower and take a nap and chill in my hotel room. But the fact that you took them out and was like, bro, we gonna jump on the ferry. You're gonna see all the iconic moments like
That's fire.
double time ministry.
Yeah, because I wanted them to be at their best.
Yeah.
So if I didn't want them to have resentment, like, man, we came all the way to Sydney and all I did was work. I didn't really get a chance to experience. So while he was resting, I'm like, bang, y'all, let's roll. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna grab something to eat random in the community next to the harbor. They gonna hop on it. And they was like, man, we never been on the boat before. So Savon was like in the middle, like looking like Titanic. Like he was just like, I'm gonna catch the wind. I mean, I ain't got no hair, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch it. I was like, boy, do you, boy? I was like, do you? You know, and then, you know, Jerry got his introverted way where he's still embracing the moment with me. So, you know what I mean? We did that. We walked around, checked everything out, went to the aquarium. You know what I'm saying? They got us a discount. You know what I'm saying? So it was just having a great time with the Yo Bulls. So when I code switch, when I say now get to work, they was like, bet. Put the secret ops secret service suit on. You know what I'm saying? But they was locked in on it because they done had their time.
Yeah.
So now they ready to go. And so when Jeremy, I'm at breakfast. I'm like, give me the dates. He was like 1926. I was like, you know, like, so when I was challenging, and he's like, remind me, bro, just stay on top of me. And so we was going back up. I'm just making sure everybody's good so he could be at his best. Because it was a lot of newness. Everything we did there was new. Everything we experienced, we had never done before. Everybody was experiencing something for the first time. And so my secret sauce says I'm cold-blooded under pressure. Like I'm phenomenal under pressure. You could throw me into anything and be like, Crump go. All I know is Crump go be good. I don't know about anybody else, but Crump go be good. So I know that's my superpower. So I'm like making sure that I'm Gucci. I'm gonna make sure everybody else is good so we can go out A game.
That's and I didn't know any of this. I didn't have any of the backstory.
Yeah.
This is my first time hearing it. Wow.
And let me share one more piece, which was small but big for me, is when I was going there, Jewel was like, Daddy, I want a hoodie from Australia. And I want one with a kangaroo on there. So I'm thinking like, dang, all right. So I'm gonna have to hit the mall at some point. So man, we working out. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to probably go to the mall maybe after the gig or before. He's like, bro, stop. I already picked her up a hoodie. I'm thinking like,
What?
this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, my guy, and he had already got the hoodie. And then I had to ask him because I lost my mind for a minute.
Yeah. He disrespected me.
I was just like,
I love it.
it's like, is it fire though?
Yeah.
He was like,
No. First he said, is it fine? He's like, does
it
it have
kangaroo?
Australia on it? Does it have a kangaroo on it? I said, bro, don't do that to me. Check out the hoodie. I know how you is. You ultra bougie. So I'm not gonna get some. Like it's
that's cap. That's cap. Jewel wore the
that
hoodie
is
yesterday.
not cap.
At all. That's cap. That ain't.
That is a cap.
That's cap. That ain't.
Bro, do not.
Jewel wore the hoodie yesterday too. She loves that
What's a
hoodie.
beanie?
Hold on, Todd.
I knew you was gonna do it. You stared
I
too
couldn't
too
punch him
long.
like the man,
I knew you was
too,
about to
boy.
hate. You stared too long.
Hold on, quick commercial. So, okay, explain. You give me this interpretation. Chris, you give me this interpretation. If you go to a hotel and they run out of suites, the super suites on the penthouse, and you get mad, are you average, bougie, or super bougie?
Let's see if there's another hotel with the supers.
With the penthouse suite.
That's my cuz right there. I love it. She in the spirit.
You in protection.
I don't get mad though.
said
I
you
just
in
been
protection.
quiet.
You should have stuck
gotta
with me.
pivot.
I
You
just
should have
been
stuck with
quiet.
me,
But if that's what I want,
because I would have held you down. I would have held you
yeah,
down.
Okay,
it's like
okay.
you
I
can
digress.
compromise, but if that's what you want, you don't want to compromise.
Wait.
What you want.
Jeremy's room was a compromise.
No, the penthouse suite. The
Where
luxury
Jeremy
penthouse-
stayed was a compromise.
No,
I'm
we're not.
asking you right now.
It was a blessing for me to be able to
I'm
have a
asking you
room like
right
that.
now, is the view that I saw in Jeremy's 3-bedroom apartment, was that a
At a
suite?
hotel.
I mean, was that a compromise? Tell me right now.
We're not saying that.
Because, bro, I'm telling you
We're
right
not.
now,
I love
you
it.
blew my mind with my room. When I went up to go see your room, I said, I didn't know they did
Look
this
at
in
Savon
hotels.
shaking his head.
I said, I
Whatever.
did not know that they did this in hotels. I did not know.
But wait.
I did not know for 7.5 years when I've been in and out of hotel rooms, there were apartments upstairs. Like
Oh my
they
gosh.
put Jeremy
It was
in
nice.
a condo. And I'm telling you, if I find out that this was him settling, me and him are going to have words on
Wait,
and
was
off
it?
camera.
No, that's a real question. Was it?
They
Was it
do have some other ones as well
But you saw the other ones
to
first.
step up.
You saw
It was they have step ups from yours.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. All right, so
but
so,
it's all good.
No.
But the fact that
I could see
he was able
Jesus
to get the
coming
hoodie.
if he wanted to. Where Jeremy stayed, no, Jewel, we love you. Let me tell you something. What I can see from that view, I could see my guardian angel's best friend. like they were. You could have a clear view from everything.
it was-
I saw a cloud the size of a man's head,
It
and I
was
was just like,
it was
oh,
a crazy.
we just needed this view to welcome these.
all right, so
Okay, so we got two things left. One, you said you didn't think you did that good of a job.
Oh, I walked off
What-
stage feeling
what was
like
that about?
trash. Maybe not trash, but it's just like I didn't give them what I wanted to give them, but I gave them what they wanted.
Or you felt like you didn't give it to them.
Yeah, it was challenging and different for me because I speak with passion and I speak from the heart. Every other presenter spoke with a teleprompter.
Yes.
I can't do that. They went there to rehearsal just to read their teleprompter. I can't do that. So I was like, I'm not turning in. Didn't they ask for that, Ed? They asked for a script, or did they ask for a script or notes?
Because of the amount of interpretations they had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I can't. I'm gonna let Ed just tell them I can't, do no script. And so,
And I kick back against that. You're not used to using a script.
facts. Yeah, let me not say what I can't do. I receive it. Damn. That's what I be hitting Jewel with. Like, don't you use the curse word? Four-letter word can't. Yeah, I love it. I can't be mad at that. But I just wasn't used to, and that wasn't my. So, but they was just like, hey, when you speak, they was like, we love everything. Make sure you touch on these points and add this in, because they flew me to Chicago beforehand to do a practice run, rehearsal. Like that's how big time this thing is.
Yeah, we spoke about that a little bit on the last one too. Yeah.
So they was just like, and when you speak, make sure you take a moment to give the interpreters. But I'm thinking like, that ain't how I flow. Yeah. So I had to conform to what they wanted. So I gave them what they wanted, but I walked away feeling like it wasn't my best. And then in a lot of cultures, just at least in America, not even a black crowd, just Americans, period, they gonna talk back, they gonna connect with you. But this audience here was just so quiet because they were trying to show respect and reverence. Yeah. And so it was just different. So I feel like the energy wasn't where I would have wanted it to be, but it was just a different experience. And so I walked away feeling like, man, I gave y'all what y'all wanted, but y'all didn't get the fullness of me.
Right. What was the feedback?
Oh, they loved it.
Of course. And not only that, but Chris checked him. And that's what made it feel good for me. Because for me,
you just like me getting checked.
It's not I like you getting checked. I like you being in a good space.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I did need their perspective, and you freed me.
Okay.
You freed me. Yeah, there's even more. You was like, Jay, you like a chef that can do together steak with shrimp scampi and lobster tail and avocado and all this stuff. Yeah. But they was just like, yo, just give me a piece of grilled salmon and a baked potato.
Absolutely.
And asparagus. Yeah. But I could do so much more.
You wanted to show them how great you were or what they paid for. And they was just like, but we just need this. And so I meant that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gave them exactly what they asked for and what they paid you for. So you delivered on what they requested, but you wanted to give them more, which is Mr. Over Deliver. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who he is. But he has to understand that that fulfilling a request is not failure. Yeah. You're fulfilling what they called you to do. So
okay, so last thing. Why was you almost about to tackle this lady?
You are not. I don't like your memory. I don't like your memory at all. Because I wanted to end this on a real good note.
So I'm gonna tie it into your last question. How was their response? Man, they loved it. Yeah. When I got off stage,
bring it home, Jay.
I have a small idea of what Michael Jackson experienced. Yeah, small. Would you say that small? Like it wasn't nowhere near that, but hundreds and hundreds of people was just following us. Like everywhere we was going, they wanted to take pictures. So security was like, yo, we got to move y'all. Yeah, because like a fire hazard.
Yeah, because you bring it too much to the.
So then we moved to another place.
And they were stopping us at the escalator.
For sure.
So we get out the venue, but there's escalators that go down to like the parking lots. And they're like, pause the escalator real quick. You at the start of the escalator. So like people are trying to get through go down the escalator.
Come up.
You know what I mean? So then we got down the escalator, hit us when we got down the escalator. They're like, you can't stay right in front of the escalator. You got to move to the side. They're like, you can't stay right to that side because there's too much people, so move more to the side.
And every time we moved this, how many people would you say?
Bro, it was a crowd.
It was just a constant crowd until I saw Jeremy. You know, Jeremy was like, he did a little shiver. I said, that wind breeze. And then And then like he had piled up about 100, 200 plus people. So then he was like, I was like, hand sanitizer. Yeah. I was like, yeah, it's time to get him back to the room.
But and I love it because they was having the structure. And so Savon, how tall are you? So Savon's 6'4", solid. He got the all black suit on, white shirt. He looking very Secret Service, security.
For sure.
And so they trying to like manage the crowd. So it was like a long line of people that's waiting to take, pictures with me. And so I just seen these little Filipino ladies. They were so sweet too, Crystal. Maybe like in their 50s, so sweet ladies, man. And they skipped the line and jump in real quick. I wish I could stand up and do it. Mike saw them and went like this and was running towards them. And I was like, bro, they good. He was just like, we have a line for a reason. I was like, yo, you was about to tackle that lady. What was going through your mind, bro?
But he got offended, Crystal, because he was the line coordinator and aficionado.
Yes.
And he felt like
they
personally
undermined your role.
No,
he
it
felt
wasn't
personally
personal.
disrespected, so he had to intervene.
I didn't feel personally disrespected. I felt like everybody that was in line, which was a massive group of people, was waiting intentionally to see Jay. And I see that. I'm also a flight attendant, y'all. And I see people on the plane get beside themselves. And I'm just like, okay, listen. These people deserve to see him just as much as you all do. Thank you so much for being excited, but the line is back there.
So you've done this before.
No, but they like, bump what you talking about.
Exactly. See, all they see is sweet 50-year-old small little ladies. And they're just like, oh, Mike, you're massive. No, what I saw was order and disorder. And I saw this line was ordered, and these little ladies, it was a mob of them,
So nobody gets a pass.
Nobody gets a pass, sweetheart. Unless
I
you
don't
got
need to
your
say this,
mom.
Chris. I felt hella safe around these three. You hear me? When I saw him square up, it was about to tackle them ladies, man. I was
not
like,
gonna
that's
tackle
my
them.
dog.
I was just gonna block
And now
them,
you know
but-
I was gonna bail you out. You already know, bro.
Dang.
I don't know how it work out there though.
Yeah, that's true.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't bring the
But you
ground on me.
stuck
I don't have that. Yeah. But man, overall, let me wrap it up, man. Overall, phenomenal trip, man. Just appreciate you, bro, for making that investment in me and being there. Same for you, Mike. Just being solid. Like if you say you're gonna do something, like we had a conversation a few months prior in passing, and you literally marked it on your calendar, handled your flight, and I hit you. I believe it was the night before because I remember being in bed with Tracy, and you hit me like, bro, for sure, I'm gonna be there. And so just appreciate you for holding it down. And Stevan and Jerry, as always, man, y'all did a great job. And that was a learning experience for you too, right? And it was good for you to get that because the whole world is about to open up for us. It's been open up for me, bro. Bermuda, Grand Cayman Islands, Europe, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been all over the globe, but now it's about to open up for you guys and your faithfulness. So to all of our next levelers that's been listening to this episode and you feel like, okay, this is cool. This is a great story. Let me give you your takeaway, right? You put that work in, it's only a matter of time. Like God wants to serve you to the world. Like the world needs what you have to offer. You know what I'm saying? But you got to build up to that opportunity. And I cannot, so some of y'all still caught up on $50,000 for 30 minutes. Ain't nobody tripping on that. You got to think about the 50 group homes I spoke at for free.
For free.
You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the 50 high schools and elementary schools. You got to think about the 50 detention centers and jails and prisons I spoke at for free. You got to think about the 50 books I would take at a time to Fulton County Jail right here in Atlanta, Georgia, meet with a young group of men that would be on a 23-1. That means 23 hours they locked up, only 1 hour. So you caught up on the $50,000 check for one gig, but you didn't see the 50,000 people that I ministered to on a monthly basis. You feel me? So I believe, man, when you're grateful and faithful over the few things, God will make you rule over many. Yeah. And man has not seen, eyes have not heard what God is about to do in your life if you put that work in. And so we got to do what we got to do every single day. And you're going to start attracting phenomenal people. Man, God bless me. I attracted Stevan. He been following me. He been on my Sunday trainings. You know what I'm saying? We attracted his brother. I was able to attract Chris. I was able, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to attract these type of people, me just growing daily. So sometimes when I'm like, man, God, I wish I had this. He was like, yeah, but somebody else wish they had a Chris. Or somebody else wish they had a Jerry. And so you just keep being the absolute best version that you can be and do the best you can do, and you let God handle the rest. And then you look up, man, and you'll find yourself on whatever stage God wants to place you on.
That's real.
Just like that.
Hey, Jay, and just let them know, you know what you be talking about. But sometimes when you get passionate, you be mixing up stuff. And it's what have not seen. Because just tell them, because I know you know it. It's what have not seen and then what else?
Eyes have not seen,
And
ears
what
have
else?
not heard.
There we go. Perfect.
What did I say?
But you know, people going to try to crucify you online.
But what did I say?
You said many have not seen, eyes have not heard. It don't matter. You got your point across. But
So,
the main
bruh,
thing is
bruh,
that...
put that camera on me.
No,
That was a good recap. This was a great episode, man. We'll see y'all next week.
I'm on another